And we don't give because we have a lot in this part of the world. I don't know whether any one of you saw some article in the papers about a month ago. And it was saying that, speaking about the index of generosity in countries, and Kenya was ranked as, I think, number 2 or number 3 in the world. Because in Kenya, you can get to a place where you are not even known and you ask for water and you are given. In Kenya, you may not understand the impact of the spirit of Harambee, that people actually meet and raise funds for people they even didn't know. Raise funds even for somebody to get married. Can you imagine? They are getting married to some lady, you don't know that lady, you are not parent, and you are just told, come, there is a fundraiser, this guy wants to get married. And people go and give birthday parties, things like those. Kenya gives. People of Kenya give towards causes. Causes that somebody is suffering, somebody is sick, and you are told, so-and-so is sick, and is a relative of mine. This is a paper, just indicate, and you give 100 shillings, and you don't know how much that 100 shilling goes. We have our heroes, persons who have gone before us. The late T.J. Mboya. And I was old enough when Tom Mboya was around. I was, in fact, a university student. And this person had never been to a university. But he was brilliant. He was brilliant, and he came up with a fantastic idea. He realized that this country would not get anywhere if you don't have good people and well-trained people. That was Tom Mboya. And so, he wasn't like some of us. Some of us who say, what education? Education for what? Gitu gani hiyo? This person came up with an idea of airlifting students, Kenyans. Some of them had just done class 8, up to class 8. And they were airlifted to the US to go and study. Because you can't have a country that calls itself independent and it doesn't have manpower, it doesn't have people who can just sit on the other side of negotiations, who don't understand those things. And Tom Mboya did that. And this country, over time, has benefited greatly from this initiative by the late T.J. Mboya. It's unfortunate that T.J. Mboya never lived long to see the impact of the kind of work that he did. It's the stuff that the chair of alumni was talking about, that there are people who give and give. Who give and give. But T.J. Mboya, his idea was that, and I want to challenge us to be idea-oriented people, that if, when you sit and reflect and say you want to think seriously, and I'm sure some of you, many of you, have moments like those when you are thinking very seriously about situations. Think about a way of coming up with an idea, however small it is. Small idea. There's a book written with the title, The God of Small Things. The God of Small Things, by an Indian author. I'm forgetting her name. It was recognized. It was part of one of the awards in literature. And she talks about the God of small things. But there's another person who writes a different kind of a book. Schumacher. Schumacher writes a book Schumacher writes a book, and the title is Small is Beautiful. Small is beautiful. Now, it is not in the big and the grandeur things that are big and huge, where you get recognized. It's in the small things. Small is beautiful. A story is told about Ford, the great Ford, one time traveling in Latin America by road. And as he traveled by road, chauffeur driven, he meets a situation that made him call the driver to attention and to stop. He finds a man looking after one cow, only one cow. And he told the driver, stop. And the driver asked him, what is interesting out here? And Ford said, that man is at peace. He is looking after one cow. And he went on to explain that his wealth is such that it has become an impediment, a problem to himself. Because his wealth, things are happening all over the place. Can you imagine if you are a very rich person and you have investments in South Korea, and the North Korean guy is talking about bombing that place? If you had investments in Guam Island, which the North Korean guy is saying that he is going to sink the island, you started having nightmares. But this fellow with only one cow is a small idea. One cow is at peace. He looks after his cow, and he is satisfied. What am I saying? I'm saying that we get to a point, ladies and gentlemen, where we celebrate nurturing of ideas and progressing ideas into big things. This is, I think, very important. And I think I would want us to get a small place at the university, Vice Chancellor, some room somewhere. And I found this, and I'll talk about this in a little while. I found this somewhere else, so it's not absolutely original, where you have an ideas room. Call it ideas room, where students, the faculty, everybody, you have an idea, piece of paper, go and stick it out on the board, your idea. Your idea. The other person sticks the idea. And every fortnight or whatever period you may want to select, you get people to sit down to discuss ideas. Where did I see this from? Recently, I had an opportunity of traveling to, I was out in America, and I had double reasons to be there. One was official, the other one was personal. My son was getting married in America and very far away in the island of, the state of Hawaii. And so, my son said, come there, Dad, if you want to attend my wedding. I tried telling him, what are you talking about? Do you know how far this place is? He said, Dad, please come. And I went there. But I had business to do at Silicon Valley in San Francisco. And I had business to do at Stanford University. Stanford University, let me tell you, the founders of Stanford University, this was just a family, a man and a wife. And they founded this university, and that's the university that is celebrated as one of the top centers of knowledge in America, Stanford University. Stanford University stood in the gap that was in the western coast. In the eastern coast, we had the Ivy League universities. The Ivy League, the big, Cornell University and all those MITs and things like that. The universities were out there. Yale University, that's the Ivy League. And those in the West started saying, wait a minute, why are we so dependent on the East so much? And the idea was born about Stanford University. But it wasn't that easy. Stanford University, there was a time when the founders did not have money. The man died, the lady was left alone, and she couldn't continue funding this great idea. She had to sell her jewelry to fund the progression of Stanford University. So Stanford University, you see it, you get out there, and you can see that this is a serious place. It's a place where great ideas were founded. People like Elliott and Packard, the computer persons, those were the first students who were challenged, students challenged by the faculty and told, look, go out there and come up with ideas. And they came up with ideas. Those ideas are the instruments and the gadgets that you use today are gadgets that have been produced by persons who were challenged. And where did they start producing from? From a small garage at Palo Alto, the city just outside San Francisco, part of San Francisco, in any case. Is about ideas, ladies and gentlemen. So, you get to Stanford University, and I had quite some time out there, being walked around. One of the other things that I do in life is I think I'm an academic, and so I was doing one or two things at the university, and I was taken into this room, an ideas room. And there is an ideas room and an innovation room. And the ideas room is where you bring in ideas. No one will criticize you for bringing an idea that looks weird and wrong, but you put it there. But from ideas room, things are passed on to innovation room. This thing can be taken a step further. And this is what I would want us to just think about, that we are at a stage, this university, where we should be able to grow ideas. You can't just be a consumer of other people's ideas forever and ever. And you come into this world, and when your obituary is read, they say that you left this world without making a mark. You know, there are people, most of us, they leave this world without making a mark. And the mark that I would want us to try and institutionalizing in this university is cause people to make a mark, cause people to discuss ideas, cause people to share ideas so that they are discussed. Faculty, don't look at students as though they know nothing. Students know a lot. Students know a lot. I think I've gained more in interacting with students of architecture, I believe, than I've given them. Because there are times when they tell me, Mwalimu, stop there. How about this? And I find it more stimulating when they tell me, how about this? And I want us to get to that point. So, back to giving. We give. That's very important. We give, we mentor. Mentoring is very, very important. There is something that was introduced by the current government not long time ago about internships and interning students, interning people. It's so critical that those of you out here who have got offices and all that, get to a point where you get to intern students, to get students work for you and cause them to come up with ideas, discuss those ideas with them and things like that. And this is something that we can do also for the Institute, Vice Chancellor. Something that we can do, I was calling your attention, I'm a teacher. Interning students, getting students to come and be in a workplace. There's something that we are doing in my office. We have 6 Kenyan students working abroad through our internship program in the office. And in the office, we have like 6 other students who are interns. And these students have been so useful to me. They've been so useful to me. Some of the things that I used to struggle with, they have made life very easy for me. They write reports for me. They follow me through and get me encouraged, boss, how about doing it this way? And I think these things are very important. So even as we establish this scholarship initiative, the internship program ought to be in place. In fact, KIM stood exactly for that. The place of work, people who stands for that. People coming from their place of work and sharing the information, the knowledge that they have acquired, the things that they do on a daily basis, sharing it out with the others. I want to finish by saying this, that it will be very, very important for us to, as much as possible, call as many people as possible to rally around us and support this initiative. We have got friends. Some of the friends of KIM that some of us could easily forget, people who have walked this road with us, have moved on to different things, and one of them is our friend, the governor of Laikipia, Nderitu. Very, very useful guy. When he was assistant minister, he was every time available for KIM. Available for KIM. And we must find a reason to just call Nderitu and tell him, look, we congratulate you, but join us. But apart from that, our thinking must shift. When we started the university, the government was a government, centralized and all that. We have devolved. And those of you who don't know the impact of devolution, I feel sad for you. There is so much. So there is need for us to start linking up with the devolved units and tell them that we have this university, and this university trains manpower that can be depended on, and so on and so forth. I think it's very important to me, because I think at the devolved units, quite a lot is happening. And ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to recognize, it was part of the responsibility, but I don't have my notes, to recognize persons who have partnered with us all this time, there is a certificate of appreciation to the Boma Hotels. Boma Hotels, please, representative, come over. That's Boma Hotels. Then Gulf African Bank Foundation. Bimax or BMAX? Datani Enterprises Company Limited. Datani. Seneca. Yes, okay, we're in class together. Huh? We're in school together. With me? Yeah. Yes, it's shocking me. Safaricom Limited. Detmind Dental Center. Coca-Cola Subco. A staff member of KIM, recognition, Patrick Nkunga. Staff member again, Ezekiel Ndenge. This one I know. Yes. Okay, very good, yes. Ezekiel Ndenge.
Thank you very much, our Vice Chancellor, Architect Dr. Ruben, our Chancellor, Dr. Ruben Mutiso, for those presentations. Let's give the Chancellor a big round of applause. I want to welcome Mr. Francis Njau to come and do some auctioning. This is a giving where you get something in return. But nevertheless, the auction prices that we have, as has been mentioned, we have quite a number of sponsors who have sponsored us in different ways. We have some very interesting prices that are on auction that I would want Francis to please come and give us in exchange of a little money from our pockets. Francis.
Bwana DJ, patia mimi hiyo kitu. Dunga kama vile tulidunga huko Sepetuka. Sasa kwa kiti usiamuke, fanya tu hivi mabega. Mabega tu. Mabega tu. Mabega tu. Ah? Country people. Mabega tu. Mabega tu. Kabla nianza kupeana zawadi. Hapo sasa shikilia hapo. Shikilia hapo. Shikilia hapo. Unajua VC amefanya nini? Ametingiza mabega kumaanisha hii ticket ya kwenda Boma ni yeye ananunua. It is only 6,800 tukianza kwa hiyo biashara. Dr. Vice Chancellor Lating. This is a ticket to Boma whereby you are going to have dinner for 2 guests inclusive of soft drink at Johari restaurant. Hey! Yeah. The only restaurant mimi najua ni ile kibanda ya mama mboga pale nikienda nyumbani. Hii ni Boma. So, Vice Chancellor, see, this is sorted for you. Who want to support the Vice Chancellor into getting this ticket? Hey. I will start pinpointing people. And since Chancellor, you almost got your way towards Bomas. So you assist the Vice Chancellor to get the way to the Bomas. $1,000 for that. Iko wapi makofi ya Chancellor? Na vile mmeshiba hiyo ndo makofi mtapiga? Hapana. Piga makofi ingine tena mzito zaidi ya hiyo. Thank you very much. Hey. Vice Chancellor, 1,000 bob. Wewe kwanza tunaongea umetoa ngapi hii? 2,000. Iko wapi makofi ya VC? Sasa sijamalizana na hii table bado. bado. Sasa you still the so hapa hivi imekuwa inclusive sana ati dinner for 2 guest inclusive of a soft drink. Tusaidie rafiki yetu afike Boma. Ameongezewa shilingi 1,000. Iko wapi makofi? So in total, how much is that? 4,000 shillings. Bado tumebakisha ngapi? 2,800. Wacha tuanzie hapa. The man from a very favorite county. Hey. So how much are you going to help my VC afike Boma? 1,000 shillings. Iko wapi makofi? Na watu mmeshiba. Hii uchoya makofi tafadhali nisimuache. Thank you very much. Sasa tumebakisha 1,000 ngapi? 1,800. Si ndio? Shilingi 1,800. The second person. Ameongeza shilingi 1,000. Iko wapi makofi tena? Watu, yani umekunywa maji, umekula na bado makofi unaninyima. Tafadhali piga makofi yo. May God bless you. Sasa tumebakisha shilingi 800. Hii meza imenyamaza sana. Tusongeshe VC Boma. Boma ni hapa tu, lakini tunataka tuifike hiyo pesa. Nimeambiwa nianzie hapa. Ongezea mimi hiyo shilingi 800. KCB Town wamesema shilingi 800 kwa VC imechukuliwa namna hiyo. Sasa tumemaliza ticket. Kuna watu we call transportation. Transportation, unajua VC atembeangi na baiskeli ama tuktuk. Anaendanga na V8 machine. And that goes to our chief guest. Ile tanka yenye inatoka hapa inakunyonga mafuta nyingi, tunataka tu apate transport. Tuongezee hapo. 500. Iko wapi makofi ya chief guest? 500 ndani ya nyumba. Hiyo ni mafuta. Hiyo ni mafuta ya kutoa machine kwa gate. Hii meza nimemalizana nayo. Wacha nitafute watu. The Kenya Institute of Management. Hallelujah. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Asifiwe tena. Haki hata semeni amen. Asante sana. Niongezeni shilingi 1000. VC afike huko. Tumeongeza. Iko wapi makofi ya Kenya Institute of Management? Sasa officially I hand this ticket to my VC. Umepatiwa ticket na ukapatiwa transport. Sasa wewe Boma ushafika. Sasa kuna watu tunajua simu zetu zingine zikiwekwa credit ya shilingi 1000 zitazima. Naona wacha nipatiane credit sasa. Watu huwezi kosa huwezi kosa kulipia VC transport na ukose credit ya kumpatia apige simu. Tell me. Meze hii watu wote simtoi credit apige simu. Na at least hata nikicommunicate naye ndajua amefika Boma safely. Si ndio? Tuambiane ukweli, tutoe hiyo shilingi 1000 hii meza na kujia hiyo 1000, credit yenu ndio hii hapa, si ndio? Hii meza tutarudi bado, tutarudi. Wacha nitafute watu. Lazima nipigie VC simu. Hallelujah. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Simuseme amen. Mbona hata salamu ya Yesu huwezi taka kuchukua? Nataka kupigia VC simu.